More breaking NFL news on CBS Sports HQ. The Chiefs are signing Marquez-Valdes Scantling to a 3-year, $30 million deal, according to ESPN and NFL Network. Valdes Scantling, a deep threat, coming in just a day after the Chiefs traded away Tyreek Hill. And this guy, he gets it done. He goes from Aaron Rodgers to Patrick Mahomes. That's pretty good for him. But since the start of 2018, he has 18 catches of 40 or more yards. Interesting to see who's at the very top of the list, Tyreek Hill. Marquez-Valdes Scantling is just 4 behind. Let's bring in our fantasy guru, Dave Richards. So if you're the Chiefs, you've got Juju, now you've got MVS.
And I think he keeps the integrity of the offense here, and that defenses are still going to have to worry about the deep ball and Patrick Mahomes' arm strength. And I don't think defenses were really worrying about that much with Travis Kelce and Juju Smith-Schuster there. Mm-hmm. So they needed somebody that could bring that element of speed in to force defenses to play everywhere. That's what they're used to. I think it works for that regard. I just don't know if I see Marquez-Valdes Scantling being great for fantasy football. I know people are going to look and see, well, he's in Kansas City now. He's got Patrick Mahomes. He's been playing for 4 years with Aaron Rodgers. He's never had more than 690 yards in a season, never had more than 6 touchdowns in a season. You want people in your league to reach for this guy. Now that he's in Kansas City, I wouldn't take him until like round 8 or round 9. Bench receiver at best.
Okay, do you bump up any of the other pass catchers because he's now in the fold as a deep threat?
I mean, I moved up Juju Smith-Schuster into a number 3 receiver, and I'm not the biggest Juju fan just because he doesn't move around and he doesn't have that deep speed, but he's physical. And I think he's there to take advantage of defenses playing too far deep against Patrick Mahomes. Now Mahomes can just check it down a little bit to Juju Smith-Schuster, and he can make plays after the catch. I do think he will get drafted like in that round 6 range, which is where I wasn't planning on taking him, but now I will because there's no Tyreek Hill there. I don't think MVS also gets the type of target volume that Tyreek Hill had. Mm-hmm. Tyreek Hill is awesome. He was getting 9 targets per game. MVS can't even, I don't even know if he'll get half as many targets per game as this. So I'm really cold on him. Kelce's still going to be a stud. You're going to take him, top 15 pick. Juju in round 6, MVS round 8, round 9, let somebody else take him.
Wow, so it's Kelce and then a big drop down to any other pass catcher for the Chiefs.
This is a different offense without Tyreek Hill there. I think that goes without saying.
How about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? I mean, we knew that they probably weren't going to bring back MVS, but I mean, who does he have right now?
Yeah, this is scary because he's got Alan Lazard, who's a lot like Juju Smith-Schuster in some regard, and they brought back Robert Tonyan at tight end. He's nothing like Travis Kelce. They need guys to stretch downfield, and I don't think they really have that right now. But the draft is full of guys like that, and the Packers have 2 first-round picks. So I think that they can find somebody in that late round 1 range. Could be Treylon Burks, could be Drake London, someone who could go to Green Bay and be a deep threat and to help do what Kansas City's trying to do, make defenses play every square inch of the field. Rodgers currently not a top 12 fantasy quarterback for me.
Well, the Chiefs no longer have Tyreek Hill. They now have Marquez-Valdes Scantling. What does this do for Patrick Mahomes? Where is his fantasy value now without Hill?
I still like him second best. I still believe that Kansas City will be smart about the schematics of their offense, and they will find ways to continue keeping everything on Mahomes' shoulders. And I think his numbers will still be good. I just don't think he can be QB1. So I'm going to take Josh Allen ahead of him. I'm not ready to put Justin Herbert ahead of him just yet because I do believe in Mahomes. I think he is that rare, elite type of quarterback. He makes plays with his feet in the red zone, certainly near the goal line. He does it more than their running backs do. And he's also just got this great cannon of an arm. And I bet Kansas City isn't done. I bet they add one more piece. And even if they don't, they still have McCole Hardman, who's got some untapped potential. And they've now brought in MVS, so there is some speed that they can line up on the outside if they keep it as it stands. But they could also end up going the draft route now that they, like the Packers, have multiple first-round picks.
No Tua Tagovailoa in the top 12 of the quarterback rankings, but he's got those weapons. Tyreek Hill was introduced today. He says, look, I can't wait. Tua is one of the most accurate passers in the league. How big of a downgrade, though, is that for Tyreek Hill in particular, going from KC to Miami?
It depends on which context you're putting Tyreek Hill in. Last year, Tyreek Hill had to run a lot of shorter routes because defenses were trying to deter Kansas City from throwing deep. They played a lot of people back. That worked for Tyreek Hill. He had a lot of catches, and Tua can make those throws. And Tyreek's right. Tua's actually got the 4th highest completion rate last year of anybody in the NFL among qualifying quarterbacks anyway. And so I think that he can still hit him on those short routes, and that's where Tua's really gone with the football, especially last year. Over 60% of his throws went 9 yards or closer to the line of scrimmage. So Tua didn't challenge downfield deep. I think they're going to try and have him challenge downfield deep. I don't know if he's got the arm strength. He doesn't have Mahomes' arm strength. He doesn't have the general arm strength to challenge 45-plus yards downfield, but he can get Tyreek open 30, 35 yards. Yeah, I bet Miami makes some strong plays there. And Jalen Waddle's on the other side. Maybe we're missing the boat here with Tua, but fantasy managers are going to gravitate toward the names they know first, and then they'll draft Tua with one of their late picks just in case he does take that step forward.
All right, that's Dave Richard with us here. The Kansas City Chiefs finding Tyreek's quote-unquote replacement on the roster, Marquez-Valdes Scantling, 3 years and $30 million. You can hear Dave along with Jamie Eisenberg, Heath Cummings, and others on the Fantasy Football Today podcast. Download and follow wherever you like to get your audio.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.